Okay, let's really get into this. There's this constant uh, friction, isn't there, between what we say we believe deep down and, well, how we actually act out in the world.
There absolutely is. And the core idea we're exploring today makes a very forceful claim about that. That's
Okay.
genuine conviction. It isn't just some nice idea in your head, it demands practice,
Yeah.
real, tangible action, and especially how you treat people who have less.
Right. And that immediately means we have to stop, playing favorites, stop mixing up real belief with what's called here silly pretentiousness.
Exactly. It paints this picture, one that's probably quite familiar.
Yeah, describe that scene.
Okay, imagine someone important, maybe wealthy, comes into a gathering. Nose clothes, jewelry, the works, and the reaction is just fawning all over them. Oh, here's the best seat.
We've all seen it.
And then right after, someone walks in who's clearly poor, shabby clothes, maybe needing help, and the response, just a dismissive wave, you go stand over there or sit on the floor.
It's just instant judgment based
Yeah,
purely on looks, on money.
it is brutal and immediate.
But, I mean, isn't that just human nature sometimes? People gravitate towards influence or potential benefit. Is this standard even, well, realistic for most people?
Well, that's the challenge laid down here. It says flat out, when you favor the rich like that, you're actually mocking the poor. And crucially, it argues that God often chooses the poor of this world to be rich in faith, to inherit the promise.
Huh. So it flips our usual value system.
Completely. And it adds, remember who often causes the trouble. It suggests it's frequently the rich who oppress, who drag people into court, who even disrespect the very values being discussed.
Okay, that adds a whole other layer. This leads into what's called the royal law, doesn't it?
Yes, the supreme rule for living. Love others as you love yourself. Simple to say, harder to do.
And showing favoritism based on wealth, that's not just a small mistake.
Not at all. It's called sin. It directly violates that core law you claim to uphold. It's condemned.
The text is pretty unforgiving on this. He says, if you keep all the other rules but break this one.
It's like you've broken the whole lot. The system stands or falls together.
Wow, that is intense. No partial credit then.
It suggests morality as this integrated whole. You can't pick and choose. Failing on this point compromises everything.
Okay, so that severity, it must have a flip side.
It does. And it's just as important. You cannot expect mercy if you aren't showing mercy yourself. That's the balancing act. But, and this is key, mercy always triumphs over judgment. If you practice it, mercy wins.
All right, so we've covered judging by appearances, the ethical failure there. Let's shift focus slightly. What about the belief itself? What if you have the conviction internally, but it just stays internal?
Well, the argument is blunt. Belief without action is pointless. It's described as dead, useless by itself.
There's a really stark example given for this, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, it's quite vivid. Imagine seeing someone you know, a brother or sister, who's literally cold, doesn't have enough clothes, maybe hadn't eaten, and you just say,
Well, hope you feel better soon.
essentially, yes, something like, oh, shalom, friend, hope you get warm, hope you find some food, but you do absolutely nothing to help them get warm or find food.
Your words are empty. Worthless, it says.
Precisely. And it takes it further, just believing the right things intellectually, like, say, believing there's one God, that alone achieves nothing.
It does even the demons believe that.
Right. And it terrifies them. Belief alone isn't the goal.
So what is the proof then? How is real commitment shown?
Through obedience, through action. It points to examples. Abraham, the patriarch, wasn't just aligned because he believed. He was aligned when he acted, placing Isaac on the altar. His commitment was perfected by that obedience.
And it's not just famous patriarchs.
No, crucially, it also uses Rahab, a prostitute, an outsider. She was considered aligned because she acted, hiding the spies, helping them escape.
So it cuts across all social lines. Rich, poor, insider, outsider.
Exactly. The point is, we are made right. We align with this standard through the good works we do out of faith, not just by saying we believe.
So separating action from belief.
It's like trying to separate breath from a body. You just end up with a corpse. That's the analogy used.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the core message isn't really about earning belief through works, is it?
No, it's more fundamental. It's that genuine belief is defined by the works it produces, especially, and this keeps coming up, works of compassion and help for the poor and overlooked.
So considering these really strong claims about judging people and the need for action, maybe the question for you listening is this. Where in your own life, your own community, do you see people being judged just by how they look or what they have? And maybe more importantly, what's one immediate tangible thing you could do today that shows your conviction is actually alive and breathing?